Peace and blessings, everyone. Peace and blessings. I'm hoping to see some folks on the live tonight. I know you always come back and watch later, but hoping I get a little interaction. I know it's Christmas Eve. Everybody's hanging with their families. Everybody's having a good time. They're celebrating the holiday the way that they celebrate the holiday. So I hope you all are having a great time. But if you join me, come on in and say hello. Say, hey, girl, hey. Or you can say, hey, hey, hey. That's how you let me know you're here. Because the name of my business is called Authentically Your Expressions. And my name is Sharonda L. Barksdale. And I'm here today to talk to you just about being more of you. Hey, Tab. Tab said, hey. When you come on, just say A-Y-E. Hey. I'll know that you're here. I know that you're listening and we can get through this. I won't keep you long tonight because I know it's a holiday. I know people are having a great time, but I really just want to talk about being more of you. So if you're in my shadow work class, this week, our assignment is, the question is, who am I? Who am I? So this week, we're kind of talking about who we are. How do I show up? And identifying whether or not do I show up authentically? Am I showing up in a way that looks good to people? Am I showing up in a way that makes people feel good about them, but I feel horrible? Are you being authentic to yourself? That's the question for the week in our shadow work class. So we're just talking about authenticity. What does it mean to be more of you? What does it mean to show up as you? So many of us are just living these lives that we're just living. We're doing everything for everybody else. We're being everything for everybody else. We're showing up as this jolly, happy person. Oh, she's so funny and all these things. But deep down inside, we're broken. We're hurting. We're struggling. But we're not telling anybody. We're not telling anybody how it is we're actually feeling. So we're going through life living very inauthentic. We're not showing up as our truest selves. And if most people are honest, they know what I'm talking about. Yeah. So I want to encourage y'all today, especially in this season, because people get into this time of year and they get so down on themselves because they can't buy presents the way they want to. I remember going through that too. You want to be able to take care of your kids. You want to buy them presents, let them have a nice Christmas and things like that. But then we end up doing things that's going to put us in debt, the things that are going to make us get into conflict with people, borrowing money that we know we can't even pay back. We become less of ourselves in order to be appeasing to what someone else's standard of Christmas is supposed to be. So that's why I really wanted to bring this topic up this time of year, because we're not being true to who we are. And that's the truth of the matter. We're not showing up full blown me. If I don't have the money, this is what we should be saying. If I don't have the money to buy my kids gifts right now, it's okay. I'm going to find a different way to make Christmas be Christmas. We're going to bake some cookies. We're going to sing some carols. We're going to light some candles. Whatever it is, make it creative. Do something that still represents you, which could be the peace and love and joy that you're trying to share this year without doing something that's driving you crazy. You see what I'm saying? You don't want to create debt and it's making you sad and it's doing all these things that's making you uncomfortable, and you can't show up for you on a regular basis. You got to show up for everybody else. And this time of year, going into the New Year's, there's so many people that always have something to say. Here go those people talk about New Year, new me. New Year, new me. So what? If people want to say New Year, new me, let them. If people want to set a New Year's resolution that they're going to drop by January 31st, let them. Because the truth of the matter is, one of these years, these people are going to finally get it. They're going to finally get it. So when people are trying to do their best, why aren't you being you? Why are you worried about what they're doing? Let these folks be and be more of you. I really want to encourage people to show up as yourself. Don't worry about what everybody else is doing. Your peace, that's one of the things I hear a lot of people say that they want is peace. But your peace is going to show up because you're showing up for you. You're being more of you. You're paying attention to who am I? Who am I? Who is this person that I represent every single day? When I walk into this job, am I representing myself? See, and I want to make this clear. When I say being authentic, you don't have to look exactly the same everywhere you go. Hey, Trent, you don't have to look exactly the same. You don't have to look the same at work and at home and with your husband. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is when you show up at work, are you showing up as you or are you showing up as this representative of you that if somebody else who saw you, they would not know who you were? Or you're showing up at work as somebody who could do things. You're telling people, well, I could do that. I could do that. And now you got to YouTube everything because you really couldn't do it. And so we end up setting ourselves up in the situations that we're doing things that do not make us happy. Who are you? That's the question for this week. That's the assignment for this week. Who are you? Who am I? Who do I authentically show up when I'm happiest? When I have the most peace? When I feel the most loving? Who's that person? That's who we should be showing up all the time. Stop we talked about this last week. Let your yeses be yes and your no's be no. Stop saying yes to something you really want to say no to. Stop saying no to something that you really want to say yes to. That's being inauthentic to yourself. If somebody is like, do you need help? Yes. That's how you get past the hump of whatever you're going through. When we need help and we say, no, I don't, you stay up on the hump. You can't even get over it. You're still constantly trying to go up over this hump, all because you said no. And somebody was right there saying, can I help you? And these are the very same people who will say, well, don't nobody help me. These are the same exact people who will be like, don't nobody help me. And people were right there saying, can I help you? Make sure while y'all here on YouTube, you're clicking subscribe if you haven't already and click like so we can get these likes up. But, I know everybody's doing the holiday thing, but I still want to jump on so y'all don't forget about you, girl. Make sure y'all don't forget about me. And then you can come back. People can come back. They'll always come back and watch later. I'm thankful for that. But just showing up as more of you. Be more of you. Going into this new year, as you set your intentions for the year, make sure you include you and your highest self in that space. We know what we have our weaknesses in. If you set a resolution for last year to lose 50 pounds for the whole year and you might have gained 10, give yourself some grace. It's okay. But you can set the goal for 50 pounds. You can set the goal just to lose weight. But remember who you are. Who am I? If you're not a morning person, don't worry about setting your exercise regime in the mornings. Do it at night. Take your shower and go to bed. If you function better at night, do it then. Who are you? Everybody tells people how they should do stuff, but you have to do stuff that works for you. When we do things that work for us, we turn out better. That's just what it is. Hey, Farah. When we do us, we show up better. It's so much easier. I'm a night person. I know I've heard early bird gets the worm and all this stuff. I get it. I know where they're coming from with that. However, when my kids go to bed, that's when I grind. I mean, I can knock out all my work at the end of the day. I can knock all of my work out. It makes it that much easier for me when I do it in a way that feels good to me. Me fighting to do it first thing in the morning, it never gets done. It doesn't get done. So I'd rather show up as me. So that's what I'm telling you. Identify with who you are, not who society has told you to be. Do y'all know how difficult it is to raise a child? I am the product of parents who came from that era that said things have to be a certain way. I'm the product of that. But I'm now trying to raise a child who gets to enter life as he is. That is a battle, trying to teach him just be you. Not trying to teach him this is the right way to do things all the time. There are some things that he has to have conditions with. Don't get me wrong. There are some things that he has to do, like you can't be walking around here funky and not cleaning your bathroom and stuff like that. There's a certain boundaries that I do absolutely have. However, I'm not defining for him who he has to be. I don't even care if he don't go to college. And anybody who got some college debt knows exactly why I said that. Okay. So I want him to be the fullness of who he is. I truly believe that God, spirit, the universe, brought us on earth with desires. I feel like we were born with certain desires in our heart. When we align with our truth, when we align with who we are, the more easier it is to obtain those desires. When we are trying to desire something somebody else has, we fight tooth and nail to get it because it ain't yours. But when you are trying to go get what you want, you get it. You get it. You're able to obtain it so much easier because you have a passion in it. It's something that is inside of you. There is a burning passion that I'm going hard. I'm going to get this. I'm showing up as me and I'm going to get this thing. I've borne witness to people who are over and over again trying to duplicate the stuff that other people are doing. They're trying to replicate it. And what happens is you spend your entire life having to watch someone else so that you can get what they have. When you show up as you, that's not a fight. Who you have to look at? You're looking within, not trying to find out what this other person is doing, not stalking their pages, not trying to watch every move they make so I can do it like they did it. Nah, do you. Be more of you. I could go on with examples of this all day long. I could, because one of my biggest desires for me, for my life, was to show I came on earth as this rebel child who didn't want people to define who I am. That's just who I am. Don't tell me what I have to be. We will have a problem. And me and my mother bumped heads. If you want to, that's how we bumped heads big time because she wanted me to, not wear locks. She did not want me wearing locks. There's a lot of things, the tattoos, piercings, things like that. That was all up my alley because it was so, even to this day, that's my adornment. Me getting my tattoos, me getting my nose piercings. I had my face pierced multiple times, tongue pierced, all that stuff. But it's my adornment. That's how I feel good. My bracelets, she couldn't stand it. And I was like, whatever. Especially once I turned 18, it was like, whatever. And but I wanted to be me. Now, some parts of being me needed to be put in control. I had to really gain discipline over some parts of the being me. But I would not have learned that about myself until I was fully and authentically me. Does that make sense? I hope somebody caught that. Life will allow you to shift into who you need to be when you're fully being you. Look, I don't want to wear a bra half the time. Let's just be honest. That's one of my, I don't, I just want to be me. Why I can't just let them fly? But it don't look cute. It really don't look cute. I got caught on video like that one time and I was like, see, that's not happening. Ain't nobody seen that again. You see what I'm saying? So there's a level of discipline that I've had to gain about certain things. So even in being authentically you, spirit has the opportunity to come in and correct. But when you're trying to be somebody else, what is spirit trying to correct other than telling you, be you, be you, be you? Do you see what I'm saying? Be you. I'm telling you, I have a rebel's heart, but I've had to learn how to pull it all the way together and still trying. There's still some things that I'm probably going to be rebellious about for a while. I'm going to be that. I know it's just my heart, it's just, I got that rebel's heart a little bit, but there's certain things when it comes to my coins and stuff like that, she's getting in alignment. And that's how I'm going to show up as more of me. Y'all, tonight I went out and rode through a neighborhood that was $1 million homes. just because we wanted to see the houses that they had, how they had them decorated for Christmas. Beautiful, beautiful. And this was at night, but oh my God, it was amazing. I was like, we got to come back during the day. Because I just had my husband, we saw these houses with 4-car garages, and I'm like, let's imagine pulling into the garage. We were doing some manifestation work up in there, okay? We were pulling in the garage, imagining the garage closing down behind us and getting out and going into our home. Being me. Say what you want to. I don't care who watches this and be like, she tripping. She tripping. I don't know. She over there driving through people's neighborhood. Sure was. I'm gonna trip all the way up into my house, up the steps and in the door. So I'm just really wanting to encourage y'all to be more of you. It's easier to get through life when you get to show up fully as you. You're less miserable. You don't have to you don't have to worry about getting into relationships and then not being upset because I can't fully be myself. So many people say that I can't be myself. I can't be myself. Period. That's how I got this license. Is that you, Michaela? Yeah. I just really want to encourage y'all in this space. It feels good. And I get it. I struggled. I did for a minute try to get in line with society standards. I tried to get in line with what people said a mom is supposed to be, what a daughter is supposed to be, what a wife is supposed to be. All right, Michaela, congratulations again. Michaela got her license, y'all, driver's license. Congratulations to you, Michaela. But yeah, I subscribed to that for a quick minute there. I tried to do what they said do, and I was miserable. I was so miserable by all the everything that people laid out for me that I was supposed to do. It made me miserable. Y'all make sure y'all click like and subscribe while you're over here on YouTube for me, baby. Yeah, babies. But I fought hard, tooth and nail. It took a while, but I finally got to where I felt more of myself. I get to walk around my house looking crazy without the bra, with the pajamas on in front of my husband. Not trying to be cute all day long. When I don't feel like doing it all the way up, I don't do it all the way up. And when it's time to do it, I do it because it's my choice. If I had to marry a man that was going to determine how I was going to look all day, it would have been miserable. It would have been awful. And somebody might have got stabbed. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just saying they might have. Don't be calling the police on me or nothing. I'm just saying. But seriously, how are you showing up? Who are you? Who are you? Right. Farrah said you can't fake the space that spirit has for you. You cannot, babies. Mm-mm. And let me say this too. Being authentic, being more you, does not mean that you have to tell everybody your business. And I had to learn that myself because I could be a little transparent, super transparent. I'd be like, look, but you being you doesn't mean that you have to tell everybody how much you are you. You just show up. Just show up as you. People learn to accept that. A lot of us are scared to be us because we don't know if people are going to fully accept that space. The ones who are meant for you will. Your people, the ones who belong in your life, will always love you just as you are. I got girlfriends right now. They think I'm just crazy as all get out and love my dirty drawers. Well, maybe the clean ones. I don't know. I won't say they love the dirty ones, but they love me. They absolutely adore me. And so I just want to implore you, show up as you. 2021 is around the corner. Just around the corner. And I want y'all to keep a lookout because Tab, I want you to keep a lookout because Tabitha and I are actually going to do a meditation on New Year's Eve. The two of us are going to come together and we're going to do a New Year's meditation. It's going to be a guided meditation that'll be on Zoom. So I want you to keep a lookout for that flyer that'll be coming out soon because I want you to join in with us with learning how to let go of what was and walking into a new year of being more of you, setting the intentions for your life that you want. What do you want for your life? Not what somebody's telling you you should want for your life, not what somebody else wants for their life. What do you want for 2021? It is highly important that y'all get a clear understanding of what that is. I need everybody to begin to be authentically their expression, authentically your expression. Yes, New Year's Eve, it's going to be amazing, Dana. It's going to be a beautiful space to be in. Tab has one of the most amazing voices as well, to do meditation. So it's going to be beautiful. And I'm going to take you right into that space to get y'all transformed into a meditative space. So then you can then release all that stuff that happened last year, all those times you didn't show up as you, all those times that you let people have more of you than you should have. We're going to release those. We're giving ourselves grace. We're going to be like, girl, I love you. Yeah, we shouldn't have done that. We should have let that go. But it's all right. This is a new year. It's okay if you want to mark this at the new year too. If other people can start tomorrow, yay, okay, for them. But if you want to start January 1st with being more of you, join us December 31st for New Year's, for the meditation, okay? But do the things crossing over into this new year that's going to show up as you. I'm about to show up as me a whole bunch in 2021, and I hope y'all going to be around for it. I'm like, come on. Because that's what I'm going to be teaching all year long. How do you be you? How are you expressing yourself authentically? Because the name of the business is what? Authentically Your Expressions, otherwise known as A. I should get my A's over here. Get my A's over here in the comments. But I want y'all just to be there. I love y'all. I adore y'all. I appreciate y'all. I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful holiday. Those who celebrate Christmas, Merry Christmas to you. Enjoy your family, enjoy your off time, and let's get ready to go into a new year with a new mindset of being more of you. Okay? Y'all take care of yourselves. I love you, and you have a great night. Bye. Bye.